What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bench. Of course, I'm DeMarcus.
And I'm Ty.
Welcome back, Ty.
Yeah.
Been out for a couple episodes, man. I'm glad to have you back, and I'm glad you came back on this episode because I think this is going to be one of our best ones of the season because so much has been going on, transpiring.
Yeah.
So we got a lot on the plate today. And just to let everybody know out there, this is, episode 41. Okay.
When I seen that, I was like, man, we did 41.
41 episodes. So we got this episode, and then we got episode 42, and that's going to end season 2.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody for following us thus far for the first 2 seasons. Season 3 is right around the corner. We got a lot of big announcements to be made here in the upcoming days. When it comes to season 3, got some, new stuff we're going to be doing. Me and John talked about it. Let Ty know, of course. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. Be ready for it. I think it's going to be very big for the platform. And I appreciate all the, love and following that we have so far. So let's get right into it. So today's topic or title of today is called I Love This Game. And of course, I'm talking about basketball.
I was talking about college football.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit in there, but today is mostly basketball.
Yeah.
Today is mostly basketball. And then, of course, we got a little surprise for y'all at the end of the show today. I'm gonna see if my boy Ty see what he knows. See if he actually on the up and up when it comes to some trivia for basketball. So we're gonna hold it off to the end. All right. So first things first, let's get into this NBA free agent frenzy that we've been experiencing for the last month and a half.
I'm liking what I'm seeing in certain teams. Some teams I feel like hasn't really gotten better, but I wish they would. For some reason, I'm starting to like Orlando. Yeah. If they get a good piece around them.
Yeah, I like what they did in the draft. Yeah. And then of course I like their returning, second year players. Yeah. And I think third, fourth, I think me and you, I don't know if it's me and you or me and Brian was talking about this on one of the episodes where I feel like everybody's trying to do the OKC blueprint.
Yeah.
And because OKC, they're gonna be tough this year.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing from Chet in the summer league.
He's gonna average a double-double.
Yeah, he's going. I think 10 and 10 is solid for him.
His first year, yeah, and then I think it's just gonna go.
Go from there because of course, like I said, he's still coming off of the foot, so we got to see how because he's playing limited minutes right now in summer league. So we got to see how much more minutes going to be added to that once we get into the regular season.
Honestly, I think he probably could have came back last season.
I think so. They just they weren't in position. I think like they wanted to. They didn't finish strong like they wanted to. So it's like why risk him getting hurt and we're not playing for nothing. Yeah, just like a lot of teams kind of tanked at the very end. Portland did that. Yeah, Dallas Mavericks did that, and then OKC. I think teams just realized we're not going to be where we need to be. So why even bring them back versus give them a full year off, full off season. Now we come back with the our 5 young gunners like we got. Yeah. So I think they're going to be good. But I do like Orlando. But then, of course, there were some moves that didn't really make sense to me. The Chris Paul move.
I like it. We talked about it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to process that. I think Jordan Poole in Washington, I think that's going to be big for him.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Kyle Kuzma, I think him and Kyle Kuzma going to be a good pairing in that organization. Speaking of the Washington Wizards.
Wait, before you say that, are you saying they're going to be a playoff team? Okay. I was trying to see how far you was.
No, I'm not going that far. They're not going to be a playoff team. They're going. I'm here to say, and I've seen some rumblings online. So I want to ask you: do you think they're going to have the worst record in the NBA next year?
Depends on what Portland do.
We know what Portland gonna do. They're gonna trade.
Yeah, I'm saying at what point in time are they gonna trade them this week? Or are they gonna trade them before the season starts? Or are they gonna wait to the trade deadline? Like, if he goes to the trade deadline, I don't think Washington's gonna have the worst record.
They gotta trade him before the season starts. Yeah, they have to because he's already made it very clear on
he wants to be out of there.
Well, he wants to be gone.
Yeah,
because like I say, he realized with what they drafted. What they're doing free agency so far right now, it's not putting him in a position that he wants to be in to compete for championship.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's 11 years of your career to this organization.
Yeah.
I feel like you've given them everything that you can give them. So now it's time to, let me move myself out the way, be positioned in a place that I can have a better chance to win. I like what Memphis did, getting Marcus Smart. That was a good pickup for them. Veteran pickup.
I feel like they should have maybe went out and got another big, really, because they're already guard heavy. But because
they also got Derrick Rose too.
Yes.
So
but Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose is basically gonna fill the 25 game void that
John Morant's
gonna have.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing for me is like last year in the playoffs when they lost, Steven Adams didn't play.
Yep.
And then Brandon Clark didn't play.
Didn't play in the card, which is going to be big for them, having them come back.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that makes a big difference.
You don't have Dylan Brooks either. So you're losing another starter. So I feel like they should have went more for, 3 through 5.
Okay.
Like I said, I like what they have with Derrick Rose and Marcus Smart.
Like I said, that the veteran leadership that they're gonna obtain because of them being on. Yeah. And then now you got 2 of, defensive player of the years on your team, with Jackson and of course Smart.
Yeah.
And then I think once John Morant come back, as long as his head's in the right place, they're gonna be.
It has to be.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think this is like your last chance.
Yeah.
In order, especially with what they brought in to try to show you, hey, look. Then they signed Bane to the max, the rookie max, the extension.
Ridiculous.
So you don't like the max extension for him?
No.
Why?
Nah. Small market team. You're already paying Ja. You're already paying Jackson. So
I think their plan was, of course,
$200 million
to lock. I mean, I think they're trying to solidify their future by locking their 3 young stars up. Which I'm not mad at Bane for signing that. Hey, man.
No, I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at Memphis.
Because he got 207. Anthony Edwards got 260.
Yeah. Which is an all-star. He's
an all-star. Yeah. He did his thing for me. But that's a small market team.
The guy from Indiana, he all-star. Yeah. But you giving Bane this for what?
Well, I can see that. I can see where your point is on, like, hey, you giving him money. He hasn't achieved a level of success in the league yet to where it warrants that type of pay.
Yes.
So I can understand that. Yeah. Tyrese with Indiana, all-star. Anthony Edwards, all-star. So so you've made that, I guess you could say, that jump forward, you know.
Because now if you give him a contract, God forbid he don't pan out to what you want him. Because in my head, if you give somebody that money, he's got to give you 20 points per game. Yeah. 20 plus.
Yeah, he got to be 20. I would say 25 and 6.
Yeah.
Is what he got to average.
He has to.
Because that you're paying quite a bit of money and to lock yourself up with him moving forward, it's not going to be an easy breakaway if he don't live up to what he needs to be. So, that is I didn't foresee that coming so early in the offseason to sign him to that. I feel like they could have probably maybe waited a little bit, but like I said, I'm not mad at him for, getting his bag.
Yeah.
They throwing out all his money out there. You gotta take it. So
if I'm a player like Tyrese Maxey, where they saying I'm gonna be the face of this franchise and I need, blah blah blah. I don't have an all-star, I'm playing great. I'm looking at a contract like that now.
Oh yeah, the market, if I'm Maxey, I'm looking at that market.
Yeah.
Because I'm potentially gonna be like, say, if not the face, I'm gonna be right here next to Embiid as the 2 top players on the team moving forward, unless something happens with Embiid. But I don't have an all-star. I don't have a first team all defense. I don't have a first all team NBA. So, but the market that you showing me he's worth, I know I'm worth that.
Yes. For sure.
I'm actually probably give you more than what he's what he's producing for that team.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. If I'm maxing when it's time, which Philly already kind of came out and said that they're not looking to extend him right now.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to wait it out and see how his production, plus see what they're gonna do with James. James, they're trying to figure out a trade situation for him too.
Where do we go?
Which I can see his situation going into the trade deadline. I can see him being in Philly. And then, of course, playing the first part of the season out, and then they finally trade him. I don't see them doing it before the season starts.
It's just gonna be one of them things too. Like
it's not a market for him.
Yeah, if it's who's gonna need James.
That's what I'm saying. There's not a market for him.
Yeah.
And then similar, like say we were talking about off camera about Kyrie, like him staying with Dallas was a good thing for him because, like I said, the market just wasn't what it used to be.
Yeah. Because
of other things, like I said. But as a ball player, I mean, you getting a great ball player. Y'all keeping a great ball player. It's just about can him and Luka really put it together this year.
They can. They're gonna have a whole offseason, whole year to basically play together.
So now you were saying off camera you didn't like the Grant Williams pickup.
I didn't care for it. Like I said, it's not a bad pickup. I think we overspent.
See, okay. Yeah. So you wish you could have got him, but still got him, but got him a little cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at us picking him up. He's supposed to be a defender.
Yeah.
He's a 3-and-D guy that also can put the ball on the court and drive or take. He's not like a PJ Tucker.
Okay.
He's actually he get to the line and whatever. He averaged like 8 points last year. So it's not gonna be too bad, but you basically gave him third or fourth option money, in my opinion.
Yeah. Nah, I think he's going to bring a lot of great energy to your team.
Yeah.
You know, because like I say, if you look at that Miami series, he was the only one playing with any intensity in those games, even though, like I said, he wasn't scoring a lot, but he was having impact on the defensive end, guarding Jimmy, getting in face, getting in people's face, trying to rally the team to come with him. But of course, they didn't. Yeah. But I think that's what y'all missing. Y'all missing somebody that's, have that grit, that dog in him. He's gonna bring that to you. So I think and then like I said, he'll be able to guard. He can play. He can guard, guards, and he can guard some bigs. And like you was talking about, he can knock down that corner three.
Yes,
because there's going to be a lot of open looks he's going to get because of Kyrie and because of
nice pick and roll,
guy. Yeah,
you have somebody over
and
in
can
the corner.
Make the pass to the next person.
Yeah.
So I think
I just hope Jason Kidd switch up the playbook this year because good gracious.
Yeah. I think y'all
running stuff from Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think y'all got to open the floor up a little bit more this year and allow Kyrie and allow Luka more free range to make quick decisions with the ball, and in that way y'all get some more flow. Because that was the biggest thing. Like your offense became very stagnant in that second half of the season.
Yeah, and
I just watched a lot of just dribble, and then shot clock running down. Let's take a shot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I think that just hurts you. So who would you say if you had to grade this offseason so far? Like I said, with the Bradley Beal trades, with all the signings, with all the the waivings of players that's happened so far this year. Because I even got an article sent to me that somebody was comparing Victor to Bol, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't see the comparison all the way. I get it. The build the same. They're both 7'4", 7'5", whatever you want to call it. Rangy guys.
I guess they're saying he could do Bol can bring the ball pretty much from a rebound to a layup.
But then Orlando waived him. So I was like,
which is I thought was kind of weird too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's something behind the scenes that we're not seeing.
So and I'm not saying Bol can't play, but I just feel like it's hard to compare him to Victor when you talk about game, because I feel like Bol has the ability, but I feel like Victor has shown that that's what he's going to do out the gate.
Yeah.
Bol he's trying to show, I can't handle the ball. But then on the defensive end, he's kind of a liability because he's always lost.
Yeah.
On defense.
I mean, and he's 7'2", 150.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he don't have enough weight to kind of do. And I feel like Victor is a little heavier than him. He's not a ton more, but he's gonna
be a liability on defense for San Antonio.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Why do you think that? Who I mean, besides Embiid and Jokic, who gonna be a lot? Who's gonna dominate him?
You got Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I mean, his help defense is great. Don't get me wrong, but I
don't think Anthony Davis is gonna dominate him though. I don't think he's gonna dominate him like Embiid or Jokic would.
Yeah, I think Anthony Davis can.
I know Karl-Anthony Towns not.
Yeah, I mean Gobert is gonna be on him, but
exactly. So so that's what I'm saying.
I feel like if you have somebody just put him on a block, barbecue chicken.
I don't know, man. I had a couple people call me, man. You see Wemby get dunked on. You see him I'm like, man, it's a summer league.
It's help defense.
But it's summer league too, though. It's like them guys, I'm liking what I'm seeing in summer league. All the young guys. Some of the draft picks are not showing their potential, I think. But also, like I said, it's a summer league. So a lot of guys are trying to make the team. A lot of guys trying to keep a contract. A lot of guys trying to, put themselves in a better position to get more playing time their second year around. And the guys that are already solidified on the roster, they don't really have to show much in the summer league. They're just really there for the fans to get a chance to see them at a decent cost. Because once the season starts, now you got to pay premium prices to see these guys. So I'm looking at all that, and like I said, what I'm seeing from Wemby and the Scoot Hendersons, the Brandon Millers, the Thompson twins.
But you also got to think Wemby is coming over from another league, where he pretty much played since he was younger. Everybody else has been playing this NBA style offense. I mean, NBA style since coming in the AAU.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like I don't know if you've seen on Paul George podcast. Shout out to Paul George.
Yeah, shout out to Paul George.
Great podcast if you listen to it.
Yeah.
He talked to Jaren Jackson, and he was like, Luka was like a unicorn because they never seen him.
Yeah.
They never seen him. They just knew of him. Same thing with Wemby. Like they never played with him, except for I think this year they did like bring over Wemby and he played against Scoot Henderson, so he got a little bit of that. But like they don't understand how like European basketball is different because you got like where you can rebound as soon as like the ball hit the rim.
Oh yeah, there's no goal. I mean, the goaltending, the ball has to literally be inside the cylinder.
Yeah.
But if it's on the cylinder, you can knock it off.
So that's something he has to get used to. 3 seconds, help defense, how to maneuver. He even said he kind of was lost out there.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's his
the game's different.
It's different.
So he gotta adjust. I don't, like I said, people was talking about, the domination of how people gonna dominate. I don't think people gonna dominate him because like I said, the European style basketball is very physical.
It is.
So he's been roughed up by grown men, but like I say, he's not dealing with those same type of rough guys that actually have the skill set to play with him.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an adjustment. Like you said, 3 seconds, the goaltending aspect, the help side defense, the positioning himself on the floor in the right spot. But like I said, he's out there with guys that not really looking to feed him.
Yeah.
Like the regular season going to be. Because them guys like, when we come set the screen, get out the way.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to showcase my skill set so I can make the team too. So that's why I say summer league is kind of hard to grade people when it comes to what they're doing. Because like I say, you look at Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has more fouls and he scored in the summer league.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because the game's different than playing in college. Guys ain't backing down to you because you're Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the same opportunity. Now when he go play with Melo, it's gonna be different.
Yep.
So that's why I say it's all, to me, you gotta kind of look at it through a small microscope and say, okay, do I see them having abilities to play? If you see that, then you just gotta wait it out.
And the draft was literally what, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, exactly.
So
literally 2 weeks ago.
Hasn't even really got to know the offense.
Hasn't really done any really real work yet because he's been doing so much media, stuff that he just never had a chance to do all that. So who would you say, if you had to say, was winners so far in this offseason, and who would you say was a loser?
Okay,
this offseason.
I would say I like what the Rockets did.
Yeah, I think I picked the Rockets.
I like winners. Their draft pick, picking up Fred VanVleet. Still got somebody like Smith. You still got Jalen Green.
Yep.
Still got I think they might have just got rid of Junior. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin. They traded him. Yeah, they traded Kenyon Martin. He went to the Clippers, which I like. I like that for the Clippers, having that young, athletic. I guess you can call him a
2-3.
2-3. Yeah. He played the 4 with Houston just because of him just being 6'8". So, but yeah, he's a 3.
So then you have also
they signed Dylan Brooks, and they got Patty Mills.
Yes,
and they got Jeff Green. Which is huge. That's to me that was the better. I thought VanVleet was the best signing. No, Jeff Green was the best signing.
I think the best signing was the draft pick they picked up.
Wait to my Thompson.
He's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, he sprained his ankle in the summer league. But yeah.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother. But I think him and Jalen Green in that backcourt, that's a strong backcourt to build with.
I'm putting Jalen Green at 3, and I'm starting Amir Thompson.
VanVleet at the 1. Yeah, VanVleet at the 1. Yeah. Get Jalen Green off the ball and get him more in space and transition opportunities so he can really be more like he was in high school and then of course AAU. Yeah.
You still have Jabari Smith. He's 6'10". That's pretty much a 4, but he plays a 3.
Yep.
And then you have
they got Cam Whitmore, and then they still got
they got the overseas center.
They got Kevin Porter Jr. still there.
Yes.
Yep. So they got I like, and the thing about it, they still got money to spend, so they still can make some moves here before the season start to even make their team even better.
Yeah.
But so far, I would say I agree with you 100%. They've done the best so far in the offseason.
And I will say the Lakers too. I don't want to say them, but I think the Lakers has done pretty much. They improved on their roster, which was a roster that
I don't know so much if they improved on the roster.
Why not?
I mean, I like the Jackson Hayes pickup.
I
like the Gabe Vincent pickup. Mm-hmm. Jalen Hood, I don't know too much about him because he from Indiana, so I didn't watch him too much in Indiana. So, but he looks like he can be a good 3-and-D guy for them.
Bring back Austin Reeves.
And you got Austin Reeves.
He's gonna start. Gabe Vincent's gonna start.
Yeah.
LeBron's gonna.
Well, I don't know because you got because you still got D'Lo. They signed D'Lo back. So I don't know if Gabe Vincent is just a clear cut.
The way D'Lo played in that playoffs.
Well, I agree, but I don't think Gabe Vincent is the clear cut starter unless they just say based off of the playoffs. Yeah, Gabe, you're gonna start.
I'm giving
D'Lo.
Gabe.
Yeah. Gabe Vincent proved that he deserves to be a starting point guard.
And he's somebody who's gonna give you both sides of the ball too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a younger Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, he is.
And
he's not. And the good thing about it, he's a little bit bigger than Dennis, so he's not so much of a liability on the defense. And he can shoot the ball. Yeah,
better.
And they got Cam Reddish, which I haven't seen too much from Cam. I know he's not really lived up to the potential of what everybody thought he should have been coming out of Duke. Mm-hmm. But also, I think he's been on teams too that hasn't allowed him to showcase any type of skill set because he's been placed in position that, New York, Atlanta, they got him playing the 4 and sometimes, the 3 and no, he's a shooting guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think now with the Lakers, you might be able to see him really, step in on, in the right position. And then Taurean Prince.
And you still returning Vanderbilt, which was a great 3-and-D where you get Roy Hachimura back.
Yeah.
I think they have a squad that can go.
I think that they're building their team because I know Rob Pelinka came out and said that Denver was just bigger than them. So I think they developed this team to match up a little bit better side for size with Denver.
Yeah, you have freaking Michael Carter 6'10" at the wing.
So now you bring Jackson Hayes and he can match up with Michael Carter Jr. You know what I'm saying? You bring back Vanderbilt. Now he can guard, Murray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, and then you could take, LeBron, that takes a little pressure off him, give him some rest. But the problem is, like I said, I think with them picking the guys they picked, shooting is not still in the front of that. Mm-hmm. Gabe can shoot. Cam Reddish, we think he can shoot a little bit, but he haven't really shown that. Yeah. Outside of that, and Austin Reeves, they ain't got no other shooting. Mm-hmm. So that, and to me, if you're talking about running it back against Denver, the Warriors and all them, you got to have some shooting.
Yeah.
So
I would say my losers, this might sound weird. I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Denver.
Why you say Denver?
You let Bruce Brown go. You let Jeff Green go. You're not replacing these people. Yeah. You're pretty much going to get younger. Granted, they still can run it back. Don't get me wrong, but they just haven't did an off-season move. They're just like, okay.
But they also ain't got no money either.
That's another.
That's their biggest problem. They don't have people. They don't have the money.
Yeah, you're paying 4 people. So who's going to be your 2?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Christian Brown.
And I'm happy I'm happy for Bruce Brown to be able to go get that bag like he did over there with Indiana. Yeah. I mean, he deserved it because, like I said, if Bruce Brown and Jeff Green are on that team, they don't win the championship.
For sure.
So, but
you got to look at like all the teams that has won the championship and try to, run it back.
Yeah.
They either keep their core. Well, they kept their core. They keep every piece around or they get better.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you do? I mean, you like I said, you lose Bruce Brown, who's giving you 15 points in the playoffs.
Yeah. And can D up 1 through 5.
Pretty much. You lose Jeff Green, same thing.
Yeah, veteran.
Great veteran, great defensive player.
Yeah.
Really key to that championship and key to their run too. So you're losing 2 great players.
Yeah.
And like I said, how are you replacing them?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I will say
you didn't expect that one.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one. But I will say that now that you bring that up, that makes sense because they lost key pieces and they didn't replace them with any pieces that can be molded into key pieces moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, unless you build through the draft and you just got a tremendous scout. I mean,
of course.
KCP, he's getting
but
older.
I would say, one of my surprise teams that I think the NBA is going to see, I think Detroit is going to surprise some people this year. I like what they're doing with their young crew. they got over there, I think, not saying they're going to win
40
games,
no.
But I think they're going to compete and be better, especially with Monty Williams. I think they're going to be a better team into this year, especially having one of the Thompson twins. Yes. He's going to play big for them. Yeah. I think Ivy takes a step forward. I know they got Marcus Sasser from Houston. And then, of course, they got Cade Cunningham coming back. So I think they're going to take a step forward in the right direction, because I feel like everybody, like I said in the beginning, everybody's trying to get that OKC type of formula and build with their young guys and expand that way.
I like what OKC did this offseason as well.
Yeah.
You see another loser, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta, yeah, definitely. For sure.
I feel like you lose pretty much your second scorer.
Yeah. So, I know they signed what's his name?
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray. They signed him to an extension. But I don't see that helping the team get better. I mean, you lost your big, send him to the Jazz for Rudy Gay, which Rudy Gay is still a solid veteran, solid piece.
But he's not finna give you 20 points.
Yeah, exactly. He gonna play. He gonna play very limited minutes coming into this season.
If you really thought that this was a great, it's a cap dump.
Yeah, absolutely.
In my opinion,
they're trying to make some cap room, because of course I know they're gonna have to come up, with some money to try to, if they're gonna keep Trey Young, they're gonna keep him.
They paid him. I think he's gonna come up on Clint Capella contract.
Yeah, got to figure out what you're gonna do with Clint. So they're another team that it's a couple teams I would say that just didn't make sense moves they made. Like Washington. Washington was doing, they're just cap dumping. They're trying to rebuild in the draft, of course.
Oh yeah, sure.
But I was shocked that they signed back Kyle Kuzma. I didn't think they were gonna sign him back.
I mean, you had to.
Yeah.
You lost Porzingis.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's out.
Do you think Porzingis gonna work in Boston? Do you think he helps?
He's another Al Horford.
Okay.
Same thing. Same player.
Yeah.
He can space the floor out, open
up, shoot the ball a little bit.
He can defend, open up. Give you room for Tatum and Brown to drive.
Yeah.
Kick out if you need to. I think his role is if y'all thought he didn't have a role in Dallas, he's really not gonna have a role in Boston.
Oh yeah. Because they're not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna be giving him the ball in any spots. Yeah. It's gonna be like Al Horford. You're gonna get what's left on the plate.
The best thing I do like about his game is he's a great cleanup guy. Like off a miss, he's coming in. Nice putback.
Yeah, putbacks.
He's always slashing. He's always moving.
I would say he has better finishing ability on pick and roll than Al Horford does at this point in Al Horford's career. So that's why him picking and popping, or him picking and rolling, with his size, of course he can shoot over, and then of course he can finish. Now if he comes and plays 65, 70 games like he did in Washington, then Boston's gonna be very happy with him. Mm-hmm. But if he comes in there and he don't play a lot, then that's where it's gonna be like, I think we might have made a mistake bringing him in and taking away what we had, because y'all are this close to a championship. You're right there on the doorstep. Yeah. So, all right, man. So let's transition to Dame, man. I know we talked about it here about Dame requesting a trade, which I am happy that he did it. Mm-hmm. Cause I know there's been a lot of speculation about him talking about staying, or is he gonna go? What are he gonna do? And of course, I think he wanted to see what they did in the draft, and of course, so far in his offseason, he's just not liking what he's seeing. So now he's all right. I want to go to Miami. Very clear on where he wants to go. Mm-hmm. I think his other two options were either LA Clippers or possibly the Brooklyn Nets. But of course, Miami is like the number one on the radar where he wants to go. And then his agent has come out and been very clear to all the other teams that, hey, look, if you think you're going to get into the bidding war for him, if it's not one of these three names, you're going to trade for an unhappy player.
You can't do that.
Now, as the agent, I know he's not coming out saying these things that's not being told to him. So I'm sure Dame at some point has conveyed that feeling to him. He's just saying what Dame's saying.
Of course. And I mean, he's doing his job as an agent, technically.
Exactly.
But the thing is, you don't have a no trade clause.
Yeah.
So you're open up to anybody.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
And then if you want to be a sour brat once you get to wherever you go.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah.
I did my part. I got my assets back if I'm Portland.
Yeah.
They give me whatever I want. I'm not for them. You wanting to trade, basically, you gave me 11 years. Uh-huh. Granted, cool. we both tried to work this out. It's not mutual, but I don't owe you a loyalty for sending you to where you need to go and me not getting nothing back in return that I won't.
Well, that's why I disagree with you. I believe, because in my question, does he have the right to, force a trade to where he wants? I believe he has the right to tell these folks to send me where I want to go, because he's giving these folks 11 years of his career. And I'm talking about 11 years of no winning, no, positioning yourself. And I'm talking about you, and you're doing everything, averaging 30 plus points a game, playing a lot of minutes, giving them all of you. And I think the right thing for Portland, of course, as a business, you want to try to retain some assets so you can have a better future. But you tank the end of the season to get a high draft pick. You did that. You got Scoot Henderson.
They tanked. He was unhealthy.
You still got Simon.
Dame didn't play the last 30 games of the season.
You still got Simon, who's a good young guard. Mm-hmm. Okay, you signed Jeremy Grant. You got Shaedon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. So you got some pieces that you can build with. Mm-hmm. Now I think, out of respect for Dame and everything he's done for the city of Portland, he deserves an opportunity to go where he would like to go, because other guys are getting that same respect.
Yeah.
Other guys are getting that respect.
So, okay. So if you Portland and Miami's telling you, will you Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, some draft picks. Okay. You taking that?
Yeah.
I'm not taking that.
Why not?
All right, like you just said, I got Sharp.
Okay.
I got Simmons.
Okay.
And I got
tell him, all right, well, we'll take Lowry, but we're gonna waive him anyway. We're gonna waive him anyway. We're gonna waive him anyway. So we'll take Lowry.
I don't need another.
And we'll take Duncan Robinson or something like that. But at the end of the day, whoever they take, they're not keeping anyway. And if they got him,
they're gonna keep Tyler, or they're gonna keep 2 out of 3 or whoever.
That's what I'm saying. But the object is to position yourself to have a better, brighter future, and they have that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you don't want to honor him by saying, okay, because we are set up, it'd be different. Like you leaving us. These other guys, they left these teams in bad spots. Mm-hmm. You're leaving us in a good spot, because we got a good draft pick. We got guards. We got some size.
I need some big men.
Well, you're not getting Bam. Miami's not giving you Bam.
Of course not.
You're not getting Bam. You're not getting Jimmy.
Pause.
Yeah. Make sure that's why I ain't even do nothing. Cause I knew you gonna catch that one. That's why I ain't even do nothing, John. That's why I let him just kept going. Walk this right into that one, John. So, but no. So there is no big unless they get a third team involved in that trade, to where it's like,
and
okay,
they're trying to.
And that's what I think they're trying to do. Now, if you do that, okay, cool. But you're talking about team to team. You just gotta, you gotta take whatever's on the plate that you can get and let this man go play somewhere that he wants to play.
Now, if you tell me you would give me Paul George for Dame, I'm taking that.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing that. But we know
I don't need.
But Clippers not trading.
I don't need.
They're not trading Kawhi. They're not trading Paul George. Those
they
two.
already said Paul George could be on a chopping block.
He ain't going nowhere.
But
they're not trading Paul George.
If I'm Portland, I don't need a 6-man. Like you said, I'm already deep at the guard position.
Oh, they're guard heavy. But if you think about it, every team that's small market and trying to redevelop their roster, they're all guard heavy.
Yeah,
they're because like we talk about all the time, the basketball's positionless, so you don't need necessarily a big, because Jeremy Grant is your big. You still got what's the other guy?
Nurkic.
You still got Nurkic there.
Yeah.
So you have some size. But you just got to have guys that's going to do the dirty work. Like I said, 3-and-D guys that going to play D, make shots. And then you got to have your guys that can put the ball in the hole. You got that.
Yeah.
So Dame leaving, he's not leaving y'all in a bad spot. So I believe he's earned the right to ask to be sent where he want to be sent.
I'm as a franchise, I'm looking out for my franchise and trying to win and get to the playoffs.
Well, Mr. Franchise, if that's the case, then what were you doing for the last 11 years? The last 11 years you weren't trying to do that.
I'm trying to.
You're not trying to, because you're not making any moves.
CJ, I gave you
that's what I'm saying. You're getting rid of everybody that could have helped bring you to the next level.
Yeah.
You get rid of CJ.
CJ was on his down slide anyway.
But then he went to New Orleans, and he's still a great player. That's what I'm saying. So everybody that could potentially help y'all get over the hump.
Plus you had Anthony Simons coming up too. So
I see that, Simons, but you still could have used him even with having CJ, in my opinion. But I think Dame has done enough for that organization that he deserves a right to go play somewhere that he's gonna be happy. That's it. All right, so let's move into you know how much I don't like to bring this guy up.
I don't even know why you put it in there. When I said that,
I did that. But it flowed. Really, it flowed with the question though. Didn't it flow with the question? It didn't flow with the question.
I think he did this on purpose,
John. It didn't flow with the question, John. I think he did it
on purpose.
So basically, what the question is, everybody that's watching. Oh, and also comment down below. Let us know what you thought about Dame Lillard or think about Dame Lillard
or where he should go.
Requesting a trade, where he should go. What should the franchise do? And also what you thought about so far this offseason. But moving forward, this was a good one too. I think y'all can comment down below. Let us know what you think. Who's more likely to ask for to request a trade next? Would it be Luka or would it be Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid.
Okay, so you think Joel Embiid first?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that, man?
I'm serious.
I feel like you're doing that just because it's Luka.
No, Joel Embiid has been with that franchise longer too.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
He's like you say, he's knocking on the door to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like
okay,
and then they finna take. If James Harden walks or whatever happens to James Harden,
or whatever happened to him, yep.
You're not gonna get nothing valuable in return. So it's just gonna be me. Like you're not building me a team for real. I tried it with Ben Simmons. I tried it with James Harden. I tried it by myself.
Yeah,
and he wants to win.
And I see he wants to win, but like I say, in the moments where they need him to be the dominant MVP that he is, he's not showing up. So to me, it's like him asking for a trade is like, well, wait a minute. In the closing moments of the season, we need you to be our number one guy, be our everything.
Yeah.
You're coming up the shortest.
And I think we both talked about this the last time I was on too. And B is tradable.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think Luka's off the market. I tell you that right now through Dallas.
So you don't think Luka's ever tradable?
Probably not right now, but I think Embiid right now is tradable.
Okay.
If somebody calls somebody for Dallas for Luka right now, they're hanging up the phone. They're not even finna entertain nothing.
Okay. So would you say if Embiid did ask for a trade, you think he has the right to ask for that?
Yeah.
Or if Luka came and said he wanted to be traded?
I mean, you gotta respect his trade and where he wants to go, whatever. But he's just re-signed the contract. This is 4th, 5th year.
Yeah.
All NBA, you know, first team for 3 consecutive years in a row out of his 4 years. So yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all let us know who you think
I'm happy this conversation up. You really tried it on that one. You tried it.
I had to do it, man. I had to. I mean, if I'm gonna bring Luka up, I gotta bring him up, that way. You know what I'm saying? There's no better way to do it. So let's talk about real quick transition. I know this is not off scale for us, but these ESPN layoffs. Have you seen the ESPN?
I haven't
layoffs?
seen all the names, but
I mean, I've seen
some
enough.
Some of the big names.
I've seen enough to be like, wow.
But somebody made another point I've seen on social media. I should have got the numbers when I seen this, but they finna pay Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what they doing.
Yeah, they finna sign him.
They already signed him. I think he's finna come in and do like the morning show or whatever for ESPN.
Because they're looking at his numbers on YouTube and what his show is doing.
Yeah. Because he was on Barstool Sports, left there because he was getting so big.
Yep.
Did his own thing. Then ESPN was like, "Hey, we want you and your whole crew. We want everything."
And plus, they making way for Tom Brady too. Whenever he finally takes the seat of commentating, they got to pay him a boatload of money too.
Well, I thought he was going to Fox, but anywho,
yeah.
But you pretty much giving Pat Mahomes, not Pat Mahomes, Pat McAfee,
everything he wants.
I wish I should have looked up his numbers, but his numbers is crazy, and it makes sense.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nah, I definitely when I saw, because like I say it was 7,000 people laid off in the complete layoff for ESPN, which is a huge amount of people to be laid off all at one time. But like I said, to see I think it was 20 some odd, high profile names to be let go: Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson, Steve Young, like those type of guys.
You pretty much laid off the whole NFL Live team as well, and you got younger.
Yeah,
with
Jalen Rose got let go.
That was bound to happen. I haven't seen or heard his show in a while either, so I figured it was.
So I think they're looking at the numbers of what these individuals are doing on their own individual shows. They're not that good.
Yeah,
rating wise, and I think that's why they made the transition to go to a Pat side and say, you know what, this guy has one of the most popular shows on the internet, and we need that. Yeah. I just hope that him coming over, the show don't change. Yeah. The aspect of it. I hope it stays the same.
That, and I would just say still keep it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Still keep it on that platform.
Yeah, still keep it on that platform.
You can put it on, your network, but now you're taking this, like, people, you got cable?
Yeah.
You might be like the only one that really has cable around here. But not too many people has cable and still tune into ESPN like that. Everybody want like that little glimpse shot or I'm at work, I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff like it. Like, people don't mind going to YouTube, but now that you have to go in and actually buy ESPN and all this stuff
and all that other stuff. I agree with you. All right, so like I said, I was shocked about the layoffs, but I already know a lot of them guys and girls will bounce back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know Paul Feinbaum, he came out and said it was like the worst day in on TV to ever be a part of all of the firings.
My thing is, how do Kendrick Perkins still have a job?
Hey man, I like Kendrick, man. I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick, man. I think he does a good job. I think Kendrick does a good job. And plus, he's one of the new faces, man. He's a new face.
I would have been happy if he would have gone.
He's a new face.
I don't even watch
like Richard Jefferson.
I don't watch any NBA because of him.
Do I NBA Today?
I don't watch none of that because of him.
But I just think they're just, like you say, making way to pay somebody that's hot right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody that been let go, they've been a part of the family for a decade or 2 decades. So it's not like, I think it's bittersweet to see it happen, but I think it's it's gonna make everybody's life better in the long run. So let's delve into this new announcement that the NBA just came out with. I want to say a day ago, the in-season NBA tournament.
Don't like it.
Don't like it. Why don't you like it?
What is it for? What's the purpose of this?
Okay.
What is it serving?
Okay.
And it's gonna be right in the middle of.
It's prime. It's prime in the middle of the season. It's like prime time. You're talking about November 3rd to the 9th of December.
It's pretty much the start of, like, people are still filling out their team.
Because you're literally gonna go. I was talking to John about this. You literally gonna go if the season start Halloween or a couple days before Halloween.
2 weeks after that.
You're gonna go 2 weeks of basketball and then you go into the NBA
season tournament. So what is happening during this time too?
Yeah.
Prime college football.
Yeah.
Prime NFL.
Yeah.
Everybody will be watching that.
Yeah, and just to kind of give the viewers and listeners out there kind of a little bit of a breakdown of what they're doing. So basically,
and it's going off for everything from last year too, right?
Yeah, so
which is ridiculous because I don't have the same team as last year. So
they have two different, I guess you can call it sides to it. You got a group play, which all 30 teams will be involved, but then of course, like you say, their position will be based off of what their records were in 2022, 2023. So last year's records. Okay. You got your knockout rounds where you got 8 teams that will advance to knockout rounds based off of how well they do in the tournament. Now they have in the group play, there's a drawing. So the West, of course, you got 15 teams. So they got 3 groups of 5. And in the East going to have 3 groups of 5. So right now, West Group A, you got the Memphis Grizzlies, Phoenix Suns, LA Lakers, Utah Jazz, Portland Trailblazers. West Group B, you got Denver Nuggets, Clippers, Pelicans, Dallas, Mavericks, and then the Houston Rockets. And then Group C, you got Sacramento, Golden State Warriors, Minnesota Timberwolves, OKC Thunder, and then the Spurs. Transition to the East Group A, 76ers, Cleveland Cavaliers, Atlanta Hawks, Pacers, and then the Pistons. B is going to be Milwaukee, New York, Miami, Washington, and Charlotte Hornets. And then to finalize group East groups, you got Group C, which is Boston, Brooklyn, Toronto, Chicago, and then Orlando. Those are how they're going to branch those groupings of teams that's going to play against each other. I think they said it's 2 home games, 2 road games that you're going to get. So basically you get 4 games total in those groups. I'm with you. If you want to see more information, you can definitely visit NBA.com. It's got a full breakdown of everything going on with it. So that's just a brief preview. But I will say I said the same thing. I don't understand what the point of it is yet.
Like I can understand, like, hey, if you win out of the East, you win out of the West, you automatically get a playoff spot,
exactly,
or you automatically get a top draft pick, or there's no.
Because I know they were talking about, you know, it'd be the first time ever you say you're an NBA champion, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be the champion in the NBA Finals, not to be champion of some tournament in the middle of the season.
That's not even it.
So are you trying to, you know, and then they're talking about you doing it right before All-Star breaks. Are you trying to, you know, just bring more attention to the game by having these games that are more meaningful, so that way people play more. There's not as many sit outs.
It's gonna be a regular season game to me.
That's what I'm saying. Because
to us, it's gonna be a regular season game.
Because like, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna put hype around that matchup for that night. Because I think it says probably like Tuesday, Friday night matchups.
Yeah,
that it's gonna happen. So yeah, I think it's gonna bring more attention to that game. But to me, like you just said, it's a regular season game.
Yeah. So
because if whoever wins that tournament, are they the number one overall seed going into the real playoffs? And then you still got the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know, I'm curious to see how. I guess we just got to wait and see how it plays out. But I don't really see.
I know that I've seen the championship game is in Vegas. Yeah, that's cool. Bring something to Vegas. Eventually, Vegas is going to get its team.
And I think that's that's a thing about it too. Trying to bring more attention to Vegas to get a team, a franchise there.
I don't see how it's going to work, because how is this going to work? Like I said, this is right during the prime of NFL trying to get to the playoffs. College football is, you know, that's pretty much the week of the NCAA conference championship.
Yeah. So it's
what is the point of this?
Yeah, it's hard.
Ain't nobody gonna pay attention. Who's the regular season? It's like those awards.
Yeah.
Like, who was the Michael Jordan MVP this year? Like, I don't know. It's just another thing for the NBA to do to put money into their pockets.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this: who needs who more? The player or the franchise? Does the player need the franchise more, or does the franchise need the player more?
It just depends, I think.
Depends.
Yeah.
And the reason I brought it up, because just in reference to James Harden with the 76ers, who needs who more? Does James need Philly more, or does Philly need James more?
I
feel like James needs Philly more right now in his position of his career, because there's not a lot of other, you know, people out there clamoring for him. I don't think.
I mean, he is mid-30s, you know, already got pretty much 15 years of basketball in the league, or whatever, however many years he has into the league. But it's hard to say. Like, when you said that, I looked at, you know, the picture of Kobe on the wall and thought about, you know, who needs who. I think those two needed each other.
They needed each other, absolutely.
You know, a team like, you know, D-Wade in Miami, they needed each other.
Yep.
Dirk in Dallas, they
LeBron and Cleveland needed each other.
Yes.
Yep.
But, you know, as
Giannis and Milwaukee need each other.
Yes. As things go on right now, and as quickly as people can move around, who's to say who needs who? Yeah, because technically anybody's replaceable now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. Because that's the thing too. Like I said, I think just with the atmosphere of what the league is now, it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah,
I would probably say just because the way that it's been built, the franchises need the players more, because of course you need somebody that's going to bring people to the arena, and you need somebody that's going to attract other players to come play with you too as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of both, but like I said, it all depends on the situation. All right. So speaking of contracts, would you say it's better for a player to opt in or opt out of a contract?
Once again, it just depends on the scenario and what you're trying to do. I think Chris Middleton opted out of his contract, was going to get $40 million, re-signed for $30 million to win another ring.
Okay.
But, you know, you see players like that. If you're willing to give up, you know, that extra $10 million to get another player or help a player out, then go ahead. I mean, half of these NBA players got not NBA shoot, but they have different deals, off, you know,
sponsors and all that stuff.
Sponsorships and all that stuff.
So they really not needing that contract per se. Some guys do. That's why they go after it. But then, like I said, some guys, they know, okay, I have endorsements off the field, off the court that take care of me. So me losing $10 million, I'm not really losing $10 million because I'm getting it already from other sources.
Or they can restructure where you get your $10 million that you had and put it through bonuses. You know,
you hit certain accolades.
Not even that. Like, here's your signing bonus is what you lost, but here you go.
There you go. Get it up front.
Yeah,
I got you.
Get it up front, get it out the way, and then you can work on your financial stuff on the back end as a franchise. And then you, as a player, you already got your $10 million that you're losing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But somebody like James Harden, where I don't think the market is where it should be for him, or where he think it is. It
was best for him to opt in. Go ahead and get your money. Yeah. And that way, if you are traded or released or whatever it is they're going to do with you, at least you know you're getting your $32 million up front. Mm-hmm. But I just like you, I think it all depends on the situation for the player and also the mental state of the player. Like if you're a player that is about the money, then opt in, get your money. Mm-hmm. But if you're a player like, okay, I want to position myself on this team. I don't want to go to another team. I want to try to win another championship here. Yeah. And depending on how the contract works out, I'll opt out so I can re-sign at a level where it helps the team keep other players or bring new players in that can help us win a championship.
Gotcha.
So it depends. All right, man. So this was John's, favorite question on the list of topics. Who's the best in the NBA right now? Who is the best 3-point shot maker / creator in the league? Like he makes 3-point shots, but he also creates 3-point shots for himself.
I won't say Steph.
He said the same thing.
Who are you saying?
Dame Lillard. It's a no-brainer.
I mean, you can't go wrong. It's like 1A, 1B. It's like 1A, 1B.
Like, bro, I had this in my notes. I didn't put it, but I'm going to say it. The Dame Lillard slander's got to stop. The slander on him has got to, because he's been in Portland. People just don't know. They act like they don't know who Dame Lillard is, man. He is the best in the league when it comes to making threes. I don't care if it's transition. I don't care if it's from 40 feet. I don't care if it's off of a curl, if it's off of a screen, if it's side step back, 1, 2, 3 dribbles. Let me get. Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much right there with each other. It's like they're not like it could be interchangeable.
Like if Dame's here, I will put Steph probably like right there.
And if Steph's here, I'm putting Dame right here.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
If you got Steph one, Dame like he right like literally on his bumpers.
When I read that, I thought about that playoff game at OKC when he literally just came down with like.
That's what I'm saying. And created his own shot. He didn't have to.
Oh, I'm talking about Steph.
Are you talking about Steph?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Came down.
That was big. That was big. Yeah. That was a big shot. That's why I say Steph. He's in there too for me. Yeah. But I just think Dame, man. I love watching him play because of what he's able to do.
But you don't see like Steph runs off screen. Like Steph does it all when it comes to shots like that too.
He do, but he also has a team that allows him to do that.
And I don't see Dame coming off of picking because
he has to have the ball in his hand on that team.
When you think of creating shots, yes, I give it to Dame. But when you said everything else like that, I'm giving it to Steph.
All right. That's why I disagree.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. All right, man. We got 2 more things, and we're going to get on out of here. First things first. Britney Spears versus Wembanyama's security.
Have you seen the video?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen the video. If you haven't seen it, please watch it.
I don't think.
What do you think?
I don't think nothing was wrong with it.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it.
Don't approach me like that. I don't care who I am.
Listen, Britney Spears is a world famous entertainer, singer, all that stuff, right? So she's had security since she was 16 years old, going everywhere with her. Mm-hmm. I guarantee her security has done a lot worse to other people that's trying to run up on her and talk to her.
Yeah.
And her being in that entertainment world and understanding how security work, the fact that you're on a casual jog to run down on Wemby, when you know this man got security around him, like you know better than that.
It's not like, so in the video too, you really couldn't see the security guard face, but it's not like he turn around
and like open hand slap.
Yeah, it's literally like was like, hey, I see a quick arm. It was his left hand. Too.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even. Matter of fact, like you say, it was so fast. He never even turned around to see who the person was. He just saw her hand and get it out of here.
Yeah.
And she talking about she got slapped in the backhand in her face. Like
that's her fault.
Listen, like I say, you're an entertainer. You have security. Mm-hmm. You pay these guys great money to do the same thing for you. Mm-hmm. So
he probably don't even know who she is.
That's what I'm saying. The man don't even know who she is. But like I say, if the whole point was to congratulate him, you can do that from afar.
Oh yeah.
Hey Victor, Britney Spears here. Congratulations on being number 1 and all that stuff. Yeah. But to run up on him and try to touch him or try to tap him on the shoulder, or whatever she was trying to do, Like, come on, you know you just don't do that.
No,
you just don't do that.
And then you're walking through a hotel in Vegas.
Come on, bro. You know how weird. Have you been to Vegas?
Yeah, it's so
anybody out there been to Vegas, bro? You know it's a lot of exactly. It's a lot of weird people out there.
Yeah.
So the last thing I'm finna do is let somebody run up on me because that's what matter of fact, Wemby ain't paying. That's what the Spurs are paying them folks for. Protect this man. Don't let nothing happen to him. So like I said, that whole thing I think got blown out of proportion. Leave people alone when you know, hey man, this is not what you're supposed to do. All right, man. So I got some off the bench trivia for you.
Okay.
I want to throw at you before we get out of here. Before you get out of here. I know this was one of my things I picked up last minute. So also everybody that's listening out there, if you comment down below what you think the answer is, and then we're gonna get the answers. Then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So first one I got for you. Who was the last player to make All NBA and then join a team that made it to the NBA Finals the prior season?
KD.
That's your final answer?
Made All NBA.
Made All NBA that year, and then the following year made a transition to the team that made it in the NBA Finals.
I would say KD.
You say KD?
Yeah.
Okay. What you think, John?
I got no clue.
So that was a good answer because that's where I went. But the correct answer is Isaiah Thomas. He was in Boston, made All NBA.
He made All NBA?
And then
it had to be like second or third or something like that.
And then he went to play with Cleveland the following year, who had just came out, went to the finals.
Okay, so that's not his fault. He got traded in that Kyrie mess.
Hey,
I get it.
Okay. All right, my next one I got for you. Who has the highest career points per game without ever appearing in the NBA Finals?
I thought about this. I want to say Melo.
You want to say Melo?
I'm going Melo.
You going Melo?
Yeah.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. Nope, got that one wrong too.
Dang.
Joel Embiid. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Got next one.
Do you know what Melo was on that list?
He was on there. I think he might have been top 10. Might have been top 10.
Man,
but yeah, he's up there. He was up there though, but he wasn't the highest. Okay. All right. Which NBA player has started, keyword started in the most game over the last 15 seasons?
Started last 15. That's hard.
Yeah.
Started last 15.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be somebody
has started.
Too.
Has started.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
I don't know that one.
All right. LeBron James.
Okay.
LeBron James. Okay.
I should have known that one. I felt like that was too obvious.
Yeah.
Because I thought he's going to be the next one.
Yeah. All right. So next one, keyword. Which NBA player has played in the most games over the last 15 seasons?
That's who I thought would be LeBron.
You going to go with LeBron again?
That's what I'm saying. It's too obvious to go with LeBron again.
You going to go with LeBron again?
I go with LeBron again.
You go with LeBron? Nope.
Who is it?
Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. All right. And the final trivia question I got for you. Which 10-time All-Star, NBA All-Star, played for the most NBA franchises?
10-time
NBA All-Star.
Like that's what they capped off for?
Yeah, they was at 10. They made 10. They was a 10-time All-Star, NBA All-Star. But they played for several NBA franchises. And it's about 8, I think it's 9 teams he played for. Who would you say that guy is?
I don't know how many Vince Carter has.
Okay.
I don't know how many All-Star selections Vince Carter has, but I know he played for a lot of teams. I was going to say T-Mac.
Okay.
I'm going to go Vince Carter.
You go Vince Carter? I would have thought Vince Carter T-Mac too as well, but no, it was Moses Malone. Moses Malone, man. Moses Malone.
He played with freaking backboards, man.
I'm just saying, he's on there. He's a 10-time All-Star. Played for the most franchises.
I wonder how many teams he played for.
He played for 9.
I only know him from Philly. I really thought it was Vince Carter. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know how many All-Star selections Vince Carter has.
Nah, yeah, he's up there, but it's Moses Malone. But
okay.
Hey man, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Like I said, we got one more episode left in season 2. I want to thank everybody as always for tuning in. Make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you thought about today's topics. And we will definitely do our very best to implement on later shows. like I said, and in the last episode, we do have some announcements to be made about what's going to be going on moving forward. But as always, want to thank y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.